Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You don't talk about y'all. Makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. All right, y'all. We back. We were just over on the other side talking about the Beverly Hills finale. So if you missed it, make sure y'all check it out. Okay. Happy hump day. El Teddy will be back tomorrow. So because he's been gone so long, we will not have a tribe meeting tomorrow so that El Teddy can take his sweet time and get caught up and all the things with you guys. So run your mouth is going to probably be long tomorrow because, he got a lot to say. He got a lot to run, he got a lot of mouth to run. So with that being said, just know I'll see y'all on Friday. Let me say hi to Don. I called you last night, boo. You got my number blocked. Don is one of those people whose phone always be on Do Not Disturb. Always. You ever know somebody that's phone is always on Do Not Disturb? That's Don. So I called you last night, but it went straight to voicemail because it's on Do Not Disturb. Or whatever you got going on over there, honey. Anyway, but I want to let you know I did call you. Boo. All right. So let me say hi to the people before we get started. Let's go. Hey, Cece, what's up, Corey? Hey, Katrina, what's going on? The Informed. Hey, Boo. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Chuck, Gabby, Nubian Mahogany. Yes. Lock Queen. Hey, you guys. Mystic Rain. Yes. Summer Rain. I don't know why all of a sudden the jukebox be going off now the songs just be popping up in my head. What's up, Felicia, Cross Country Cruiser? Hey, my love. I hope you are having a better day today. I know some things never get easier, but I hope you and your family are in a better space today than the last time we talked to you. What's up, Marilyn, KDK, Sweet Pea? What's going on? Hey, Half Pin again. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Boo. DB. Oh, Kenneth, you remind me. I got to call Royal Caribbean they open until 8. So I'll call them if we offer here by 8, I'll call them because I need to ask them a question. But it's not a make or break thing. If I don't call them today, I can make it tomorrow. Anyway, Queen Tracy, what's up? Hey, Janera. Hey, Boo. Thanks for that information. Like I said, El Teddy's been kind of busy, so I haven't been able to connect with him and find out what he wants to do. If he wants to, anyway. But thank you for the information. Hey, Miss French Kiss, what's going on? Hey. Hey, Bama girl. Gossip in the Garden. Carmen. Lovely Nola. Miss Jocelyn. Hey. Diva. Hey, girl. Sharice, what's going on? Hey, Miss Rail. Pretty gray. Pretty gray eyes. You know what I was going to say. You know what I was going to say. Woo-lee. You meant what you said when you said it all the time. You meant what you said when you said it. You did. You meant it. What's up, Little Miss? Listen, Tracy, wait till you meet Little Miss Introvert. Her and her sister, the two of them are some firecrackers. But I suspect that the two of y'all gonna be running around that ship together, getting drunk. Little Miss Introvert. You're gonna be running around there with Tracy getting drunk. What's up, Miss Pretty Amazing? Yours is always on D&D. Well, so is Don's. I just want to let y'all know. Tracy said the bar is open. She says we have a triple berry whiskey highball, a cucumber gimlet, and a lychee martini. I hope I said that right. And a pineapple mint julep mocktail. And they have buffalo pretzels and white cheddar popcorn at the bar. She keep adding to the bar, honey. Lord Janera says she a do not disturb her too. Lord have mercy. Hey, Montrez, look at Don Don. I ain't lying. Yep. Take the phone off. Do not disturb. Right. What's up, Kawale? Hey, boo. Hey, Quake. Of course, down to be any assistance. I appreciate it. I do. Markel, oh my gosh, I swear you were on my mind today. I swear I was going to call you earlier today. Oh my gosh. Lord, I promise you earlier today, I was like, because I kept seeing clips of Hey Mister, and I said, let me call that fool Markel. Child. I'm so innocent. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, you guys. If I missed you, charge it to my head and not my heart. There go Sweet Pea. There she go. Hey, Tracy. There go my other Tracy. Both my Tracys are here. Hey, Tawanda. Okay, the crew is here. All right, now y'all know the deal. It's 117 of us in here. If y'all haven't done so already, hit that like button. And let's get into some things. Now, listen. Thank you. I'm saying thank you ahead of time for anybody that says bless you. The trick to D&D is if you call, if you call back to back, it'll go through. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Cheryl, look, I was wondering when I saw Tawanda, I said, Cheryl ain't too far behind. Cheryl is not too far behind, honey. All right, let's get into what we got going on today, child. Now, the other day we did talk about this lawsuit with Kash Patel, and I think the part I might have, because we got so caught up in the bullshit, I don't even think I got to the part about this Kash Patel lawsuit, that there's this thing called discovery when you have a lawsuit, which means that the Atlantic can subpoena certain things to prove their point. And I just don't know if that's like Kash, you might need to just withdraw that lawsuit. Just let it go. You might need to just come on out of that, honey. Just come on out of that. Now, last night / this morning, my sister told me she is out of luck if she needs me in an emergency because I don't answer the phone or call back. Well, if your number's in my phone and if my sister calls me, I answer. Well, y'all seen me do it. If my sister calls me, I answer. Now, if she called me from a phone, from a number I don't know, yeah, she might be in trouble. But if she calling from her number, she good. She good. Listen, I work the bar and Cash App be at the bar more than me. Okay, that's something y'all talking about in the chat. Just went and got some crabs from Captain White's. You got wait a minute, it's buy doesn't get one free. Shit, I should have went over there after work. Why you ain't send me no text, girl? I'd have ran over to Captain White's and shoot. We were just talking about that the other day. Hold on, y'all. We were just talking about that the other day. Where was I? Well, we were talking about going over to Captain White's. Where was I? I was somewhere having a conversation with somebody, and we were talking about going over to that. It's about that time to start heading over to Captain White's. Where was I? Trying to think where I was this weekend that I had, because I had that conversation this weekend. I'm trying to remember where I was this weekend. Right, Sweet Pea. I should have ran over to Captain White's. Sure, why you ain't let nobody know, girl? What size were they? What size? Oh, you talking about Cash App, Kash Patel. My bad. Okay. I was like, huh? Oh, it's tomorrow too? Oh, I might have to go over there after work tomorrow. I don't know, was the line real long? Was the line real long? You know, Captain White's be crazy sometimes. But if I go straight after work, it might not be too bad. All right. Now, this is a situation. I started seeing it. It was no line. Cheryl! Tawana, get her. Go, just get her. You closer to her than I am. Get her. What up, Cruiser? She said, hey, sugars. Anybody that has met Miss Cruiser, you can hear her saying that. Whenever y'all see her say it in the chat, if you've met Miss Cruiser, you can hear her saying it. I'm mad. So first of all, it was buy one, get one free, and it was no line, and you didn't call nobody. See, y'all don't love me like y'all say y'all do. Y'all don't love me like y'all say y'all do. Girl, you still don't know how to eat a blue crab? I did a video one time showing y'all how to eat a blue crab. I was eating crabs live. I was live eating some crabs, and I did it on camera, and I showed y'all how to open one up. Child, that video was so old, and it was probably a members only video, honestly, because y'all know I very rarely eat on camera, so it was probably a members only when I was eating some crabs. But that was years ago. I mean, that was years ago. You love me, Emily B. Thank you, boo. All right, I'm gonna have to go over there tomorrow and get me some crabs. What size? You didn't tell me that part. What size they got over there, Cheryl? And tell me if they taste good. Tell me if they taste any good. You have to have instructions. Yes, you do. You have to have instructions. Oh, you found out on Facebook before I got off at 4:30. I ran over there. I was driving when you were doing your last live. Well, you ain't say nothing. Hell, for buy one get one free. I might have ran over there my damn self. But after my live, I'd have been like, shoot, we're gonna be late today. Thank you, K-Fit. Thank you, boo. You only eat crab legs. Most people that aren't in the area didn't grow up with crabs. That's what they eat. Because that's like when people say something about going to get crabs, I need clarification. Because my going to get crabs may not be the same as your going to get crabs. So I need clarification. Call me bougie, but I like snow crab legs. Right, Tawanda? We in a whole group chat. Girl, that's okay, Cheryl. I get it. I understand. You wasn't even thinking. You just saw it and got excited and ran out. I understand. You just got excited. Just ran out and got you some crab. Yep. Just ran out and got you some crabs. I got to run up to the outlet tomorrow because I got to go get my daddy a birthday gift. And I meant to go today. You know, I got home and realized, damn it, that's what I meant. I meant to go up there today when I left work. So I'm going to have to go up there tomorrow when I get off work and go get me, and get him some, I think I'm going to get him some shoes. Blue crabs, I have to be in the mood for them. It's a lot of work. I like Alaskan crab legs. I eat them on Alaska. Well, yeah, baby. I'm gonna eat so much seafood when we go to Alaska, baby. Ooh, I'm gonna have so much seafood. Ooh, I cannot wait. So we saw this place on TikTok, and I think it was at one of the stops that was on the Carnival ship. But I don't know if we're going, but I'm sure there's a place on these stops that we're going to that's gonna have some good seafood. And baby, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting off the boat just to find me one of these good little restaurants where I can get me some good local seafood, honey. I mean that. Yes, my daddy is a tourist. Yes, he is. He sure is. Seafood boils and crabs are now new to me as Baltimore girl raised. Yeah, I don't like boils. I really don't. Like, again, I'll go if that's what people are doing, but baby, I'm not that's not my thing. That's not. I didn't even know what a crab boil was till college. When my roommate, not my roommate, but one of my friends in college, her father, she's from Savannah, Georgia, and her father did a boil for us when we went to her house to visit, and it was great because it was great, but that was the first time I didn't know what a boil was. That was the first time I ever did it. Wait, I'm coming there next month. Can I get some blue crabs? Yeah, it'll be crab season when you come through here. Oh, I don't eat seafood. Not sure what I'm going to eat. Oh yeah, Tracy, you going? But I mean, they're gonna have meat and everything else, child. You good? You good? Speaking of cruises, y'all know it's not too late. Going to get on this Alaskan cruise with us and have some seafood with us. Going on this tri-bowl. Y'all know we got goals. Okay, we got 32 cabins booked on the tri-bowl. Our goal is 50. Don, looking at you. And on Alaska, we have a goal of 20 rooms. We got 10. We got 10 rooms booked for Alaska. We got a goal of 20. Okay. Check our chat. For some reason, the size and price won't come up. Okay. All right. Thank you, Cheryl. Let me know. I mean, when you eat, just let me know if they meaty. Let me know if they worth it. Don't have me running over there and to be some crap, you know. Okay. No, blue crabs are not soft shell crabs. Now, over here on Virgin Cruise Lines, there was a little situation. There was a little situation on the Virgin with Ashley Everett, who was Beyonce's dance captain, who was one of the 3 ladies who were in the put a ring on it video. It said that they said that she was invited over to the Virgin Cruise Line as a content creator for content creators, and she was invited. And when she had got there, she was up on stage doing her routine to single ladies, and she said the people started complaining, and because they complained, the people asked her to get up off the stage. Now, I want to see video footage. I want to know. I need more information because I've heard 2 sides of this story. I heard that she was being extra. She was doing a lot. But then I also heard, hey, you invited her for a reason. This woman has proximity to Beyonce. She's up there doing the Beyonce song and choreo, in a video that she was a part of. Like, it's kind of like, I'm not sure what I wanted from her. Now, she did go to her Instagram. She did talk about being embarrassed and disrespected and how badly she was treated, and like the fact that those people complained and then they took her off the damn stage. And she did get upgraded. She posted today that she got upgraded. The Virgin Cruise Lines has apologized and they upgraded her. Yeah, they upgraded you after they found out who you were. Now, I want to see the footage. And again, I'm not saying this woman is lying. I just want to know, what was she doing? And I'm not saying she had to be doing anything, y'all. Before y'all yell at me, I'm not trying to flip this on her. But I want to know what precipitated these people complaining about you. Because I feel like if you were just up there dancing, I don't understand. I don't understand. If you were just up there dancing, girl, what was they mad about? And again, I've heard I've heard 2 sides of the story, and I've heard a side of the story that said you was doing a lot, Miss Ashley, and you was being real extra. Now, I'm not saying that makes it okay for people to disrespect you. However, they said that you was doing a lot. So I want some footage. I need more information. I'm just saying I need to know. Wait a minute, hold on. A TikToker and their followers are going on the cruise we getting on, Maryland? Oh, wow. If you can you send me that TikToker's name? Oh, wow. That's okay. That's interesting. Why are people mad? Aren't you on vacation? Right. The other creators have been lighting her ass up. I haven't seen a single person defend her. Yeah, I mean, I heard some of the people who were there said she was doing a lot. That's what I'm saying. Actually, some of the people said you was up there cutting up. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I got to find. I need more information. Yeah, so Jeff, she been getting dragged. So I don't know. I need the footage. I need to see what you was doing, girl. Now, the Trojan condom people. What up, nephew? The Trojan condom people. They done said that because of this war in Iran, they said that they're going to have to increase the price of their condoms by 20 to 30%. They said about 20 to 30%. Listen. Here's the thing. y'all already don't want to wear them things. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about the people. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people. Y'all already don't want to wear them damn condoms. We already got to beg y'all to wear the condoms. We got to give them to y'all for free. We got to make them in pretty colors and do all of these bells and whistles to just get you to put the damn things on. Now they're going to increase the price by 20 to 30%. That is a lot. See, Candace, what you mean who wearing condoms? What are you talking about? Everybody should be wearing condoms. What you mean? See, that's what I don't see. That's what I'm talking about. Candace, what do you mean who is wearing condoms these days? You not wearing condoms? Candace, I'll come through this computer and whoop your ass. What you mean? Y'all can keep acting like PrEP and all these other things is gonna stop diseases. Y'all keep focusing on HIV and kids. Keep on focusing on HIV and kids, acting like it ain't other things floating around out there that can penetrate. Y'all keep it up. Just because y'all taking some PrEP, just because y'all keep. Oh, hold on, y'all. This is a work call. Hold on. Hello. Sorry about that, y'all. That was my AP. The first thing she said was, sorry to call you at home, but ... So I be having magnums on deck for trade. Listen, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I can't even get pregnant at this point in my life. But please understand, if I start dating somebody tomorrow, if a new man come around here, trust and believe. Huh. Candace, you keep on acting like PrEP stop everything. Tracy said, Candace, you going to get the pineapples on the door. Y'all, Tracy, get up off me. No, we ain't going to get up off you because we love you. PrEP and doxy PrEP don't prevent all disease. Right. I keep telling, I tell my students all the time, every year when we talk about organized crime and we talk about Scarface, Al Capone. Y'all know that's what Al Capone died of, right? Untreated syphilis. Al Capone died of untreated syphilis. Keep playing if y'all want to. Al Capone killed 20,000 people, but what got him was untreated venereal disease. Anyway, moving right along. I ain't gonna get on you too bad, but I'm saying all that to say, if you do use condoms, if you are in that space in your life, you might want to go stock up. See, those are kind of conversations we have in my classroom. Listen, I'm gonna teach the kids some stuff they're gonna learn. They're gonna remember that. Well, they like learning about Al Capone anyway, because they love reading about, crime and shit. Now, here's a story that I saved this. Well, I screenshotted this story because this is an example of when I be trying to tell y'all about like what life is like in the classrooms these days. A teacher was arrested and charged after her nails scratched a student's arm and face while she intervened to break up a fight between two students. That's why I don't break up fights no more. And y'all think I'm playing when I say shit like that? And I've had people even say, oh my gosh, so you just gonna let two kids fight? And I'm gonna call security and I'm gonna wait for security to get there. Because all it takes these days, and this has actually happened in my district where a teacher, she was cleared, obviously, but a teacher got in trouble trying to break up a fight, and her hand, when she was grabbing, she grabbed a girl's breast. She wasn't grabbing for the girl's breast on purpose. She was trying to break the damn fight up. But what happened after the fight was over? The girl said, that teacher grabbed my breast. That teacher grabbed my breast. And we had to run the tape back. Well, not we, because we didn't do nothing. But they had to run the tape back because it was in a place where, thank God, there was a video evidence. They had to run the tape back, and they showed that teacher was trying to break the fight up. She was grabbing for anything. But once again, we're shifting the. Why is your child fighting? Can we start there? My global studies teacher broke up a fight when I was in high school, got injured, and was out the rest of the semester. My aunt broke her arm, breaking up a fight one time. Got her arm broken. She was a school counselor. Yeah, I mean, and I used to break up fights. When I first started teaching, I used to break up fights. I don't break that no more. Baby, the best I can do is crowd control. The best thing I can do is keep the kids back until security get there. That's the best I got for you. I'm sorry. I hate to say it like that, but that's the best I got. I'm sorry. Y'all be doing too much. And then y'all wonder why. Y'all keep asking all these questions about why things are the way they are, why education is the way it is. Y'all keep asking. So now this teacher got to get an attorney, go through the whole rigmarole because she scratched the kid trying to break up a damn fight. Okay. You know where I work, and I wait for the security. Listen, look. I know where you work, and when I worked across the street from where you work, maybe I didn't break up no fights either. So, but security was already there with us. We didn't. I mean, when I worked at that facility, the security was there, child. I tell anybody who wants to be a teacher, teach at a college, child. Oh, thank you, Don Don. Look at Don Don telling the people they can buy me gifts. Thank you. My cousin broke up 2 different fights and messed up both her knees in each one. See? Have I ever been in a fight? Yeah. 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 I have. I mean, it ain't nothing I brag about, but I have. Because I'm so peaceful. Congratulations to S.A. Cosby. The TV adaptation of his novel, All the Sinners Bleed, is currently filming, and I believe they said it's going to be on Hulu, I think. So congratulations. LaToya Jackson told the people that Janet respectfully declined. Ouch, damn it. It's okay, Quake. Thank you, boo. Janet respectfully declined to be in the Michael Jackson biopic. I haven't seen it, and I told you guys I'm probably not going to see it. But I guess Janet ain't in it. Janet said, thank you, no thank you. I am peaceful, Tawana. Don't do that. I am peaceful. I am peaceful. I'm gonna buy a ticket. I always listen, even if I don't want to go see a black movie, I will buy a ticket to support them. I'm gonna buy a ticket this weekend, but I'm just not interested in seeing the movie. And I don't think just because it's about Michael Jackson, I don't feel like that's gonna take my black card. Cause I mean, I like Michael and all, but I'm just not interested in seeing listen, I told y'all the only Michael Jackson movie I accept is The Jacksons, An American Story. That's it. That's all. The Jacksons, An American Story. Mm-hmm. Yep. With Cochise from y'all know the movie. Cooley High as Joe Jackson. Okay. As Angela Bassett, as Catherine. Okay. That's it. And that is all. That is the only Michael Jackson story I need to see. And I've seen that one a million times. It'll be on Prime. Okay. Thank you. It'll be on Prime by the end of May. Okay. Thank you. That's all I care about. I don't care. Listen, I'm happy. I'm glad to see that so many young, because like when I tell you my students love Michael Jackson, we were what were we playing the other day? We were listening to something, and sometimes I let them make requests, and sometimes they make requests, and I like it's stuff I'll actually play. And they requested Thriller, right? But all they wanted to see was the dance sequence. They were like, you can go past all of this. You can go past all of this. They ain't care nothing about all the raid. They didn't care about them walking through the woods. They wanted to get to the dance break. That's all they cared about. And then after that, they were like, can you play Billie Jean? But they wanted me to play this. It was a live version of Billie Jean where, again, all they wanted to see was the dance break. Yet this year's students, they don't care about Hamilton like my last year kids did. I mean, I still have a few students that like Hamilton, but not like last year. Oh, my gosh. Oh, last year they was killing me with Hamilton, child. That's my favorite one to really be. Go to bed, Joseph. Go to bed. Yeah. I don't want you no more. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. Yeah. The first time he performed at the Grammys. Motown 25 is the one that I like. This wasn't Motown 20. This wasn't that. This was another. This is like one of his live concerts. This was one of his live concerts. It wasn't the first time on the Grammys. I remember that one. And it wasn't Motown 25. I remember that one too. Baby, I remember trying to stay up late enough to watch it because I wanted to see Michael Jackson. And it was my bedtime because I was when I was a kid. And it was my bedtime. And I remember doing everything in my power to stay up long enough to see it. And finally my mother figured out what I was doing. And she was like, all right, and I still remember Motown 25. I remember him performing with his brothers. And then he said, it's really, really nice to be on stage with my brothers. But sometimes, and he flung that hat, and then he's boom, doop, boom, doop. I remember that. Yeah, Motown 25 is, yep, it was. You only saw the clips. Yeah, I remember when it came on. Now, I was a kid when it came on. Because like I said, I still had a bedtime. I don't remember what grade I was in, but I know I was a kid. That's one of the only people that I remember where I was when I found out he died. Me too. I remember exactly where I was when we were at the it's an IHOP now. It used to be a Ruby Tuesdays over there in Bowie. I was there eating I was there having something to eat with somebody who at the time we was friends. We ain't even friends no more. But I remember sitting there and we could see on the TV over the bar. And we were like, what? Like we saw the headline and we could see the ambulance. And we were like, what the? Because at that point they hadn't pronounced him dead. And by the time we got home, I came back to her house and we were watching it. Mm-hmm. You and the hubs are going to go see it. Yeah. And here's the thing. I'm not going because I think there's anything wrong with it. I'm just not interested, Ruby Tuesdays was my spot in college. I used to like that salad bar. Because I'm not a big salad person. I like being able to put what I want on a salad. But I was watching Moonwalker. Oh, I forgot all about Moonwalker. Oh, wow. The croutons were so good. Them croutons were good. Another famous person died earlier on the same day as Michael Jackson. Oh, I don't remember that. Who else died, y'all? The same day Michael Jackson died. Farrah Fawcett. Oh, Farrah Fawcett. Oh, baby, I will always remember Farrah Fawcett for the burning bed, honey. Oh, okay. I remember the burning bed. I remember that. Baby, I was a kid then too, but I remember that. That's when they used to have movies of the week. I used to love them movies of the week. See, y'all talk about Lifetime now. Hell, before there was a Lifetime channel, there was movies of the week. Channel 4, Channel 7, and Channel 9, or ABC, CBS, NBC. They used to have the movies of the week. Now, one of those probably was ABC, used to play Disney movies on Sunday nights. It would be, and that's what we used to watch, Mary Poppins or Oliver Twist or Escape to Witch Mountain, blah, blah, blah. But baby, NBC used to have them movies of the week. And they would have movies like The Burning Bed, and what was that movie about the priest who had the affair? Oh, what was the name of that movie? It was a series. It was like a China was a mini series, and it was about the priest who had the affair. What was that movie? My mom and all of her friends, they used to talk about that thing all the time. The Thornbirds. There you go, lovely Nola. The Thornbirds. You should that's it. And then don't forget Roots. Okay, Roots was one of them. Baby, I used to now y'all talk about Lifetime. Our Lifetime is the movies of the week. Yep, I remember the Thornbirds. Maybe every Thanksgiving they played Forrest Gump. Did they? North and South. I remember North and South too. Yep. All of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tawana. Y'all really be getting on my nerves. Rich Man, Poor Man. How you ain't never seen Roots? And you wait a minute, and you got the tapes? I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. When I taught 8th grade, when I taught middle school, I should say, every Friday we watched Roots, and because Roots is so long, it would take me the whole school year, because that was back when our classes were only like 45 minutes long, and so as I was teaching U.S. history, that's in middle school, it's the first half of U.S. history, so it starts from the colonies, the invasion of Europeans, and it goes all the way through. We're supposed to go all the way through to the Civil War. And Roots starts with slavery, and it goes all the way through the Civil War, right? So we would watch every Friday was movie day, and on Fridays we would watch Roots, and we would only be able to watch about 40 minutes every Friday. So it literally took us the whole school year. But it paralleled what we were learning in U.S. history, like what we would learn Monday, because that's when we had class every day. So Monday through Friday, you had the same schedule every day. And so Monday through Thursday, what we were learning Monday through Thursday paralleled where we were in Roots. And it literally went through, and it took us the whole damn school year. And I had them VHS tapes, honey. We was watching them on VHS. and we would talk about the rites of passage. We would start in Africa and we talk about the rites of passage and becoming a man and all of those different things. And we talked about the middle passage and all. It was a perfect parallel to U.S. history. And the kids knew if they had a good week, Monday through Thursday, if they had a good week, then on Friday it would be movie day. And we would watch Roots, and they loved Roots. Oh my gosh, they loved Roots. Hey Candy, thank you for being a member for 16 months. We watched Eyes on the Prize too. No, we didn't watch the whole thing because Lord knows we've been there. But we watched Eyes on the Prize during February. We watched Eyes on the Prize. I would always show the Emmett Till segment because Eyes on the Prize has segments. So I would always show the Emmett Till segment. I would always show the Little Rock 9 segment. I would always show I would show 4. It would be Emmett Till, Little Rock 9, and I would show the Black Panther segment, but it was another segment I would always show. I don't remember what it was now, but I would show that on Fridays, during Black History Month. So I know it was 4. Yeah. Yeah, I loved Eyes on the Prize. But I wasn't able to show the whole thing because, child, like I said, Eyes on the Prize, child, you be there forever doing Eyes on the Prize. I never showed the movie Ruby Bridges. We would look. I didn't do a lot of movies. I did like documentaries and docuseries. So we did, like I said, we did Eyes on the Prize. We did 4 Little Girls. That was a sad one, but we did 4 Little Girls. Roots was like the closest like a movie. 1 year I did, when I taught world history, I did do Serafina 1 year. The kids used to like that daggone Boy in the Striped Pajamas, child. That movie got on my damn nerves. Miss French Kiss, you never heard of Eyes on the Prize? Oh my gosh. It's all over YouTube now. It was a PBS documentary. Snick. I would do Snick. I would do the sit-ins. That's the other segment I would do. I would do the sit-ins like Greensboro, the sit-ins that started at North Carolina A&T, and I would talk about, because I always wanted the kids to see people that look like them. Like, I felt like they don't want to look at documentaries on Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and they want to see kids. They want to see people who went through the civil rights movement that look like them. I do the Children's March now. That's a really good one. You recently saw the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. That was good, but that was so sad. Every time that woman found a man, something happened. I used to feel so sad for Miss Jane Pittman. I said, damn, she can't keep a man. Remember the husband she had that used to tame the wild horses, and he came back dead. The horse was dragging him. Yeah, I said, that was so sad. The Charles Wright Museum here had this. That is a great museum. I love that museum. I've been to that museum like 3 times. Jay, the Civil Rights, the Black History Museum in Detroit is a beautiful museum. It is a great, great museum. Miss French Kids, you can go to you can go to YouTube and find Eyes on the Prize now. Those movies either make you sad or extremely angry. I feel a little bit of both. But the way I feel about it is, if the people could live through it, I could watch it. Like I could watch it. They lived through it. They went through it. Bloody Sunday. I didn't show my kids Bloody Sunday because it was so much stuff that didn't have to have a lot of backstory to. Yeah, Miss French Kids. It's Eyes on the Prize are segments. So they have like Eyes on the Prize, and they have like Eyes on the Prize. So they have like the 1960s, the 1970s, and the 1980s. The 1980s got more into like Black people, like after integration, The 1970s got more into like the integration. Like we saw the integration of them trying to integrate schools like in Boston and the Black Panthers, and it was a lot more of that. And of course, the 60s, were the civil rights movement of the 1960s. Selena is one of Fave's civil rights movies. Oh, Selma. Lord, I said Selena. Selma is a good movie, but it's not for kids. It's not for kids. In my opinion, it's not a movie that I've shown it to my students in segments, but not like the whole movie all the way through. A lot of it loses the kids because there's so much more to it. So many moving parts that if they don't have the backstory to, they'll get lost. Is there a museum for African American medical history anywhere? Yes, there actually is. Now, where it is, I don't know, and I could probably get that information because y'all know my friend that wrote the book on Black women in gynecology. She talked about it before. Do I like butter? Is that what you're asking me? Do I like butter? Butler. Do I like butler? What's butler? I don't know what butler is. I mean, I know what the word butler is, but I don't think that's what you're asking me. The movie, The Butler. Oh. I mean, it was okay. It was okay. I mean, I didn't dislike it. I read the book. I watched the movie. Queen was a good movie. Queen was okay. Let me tell y'all what's a good movie. Feast for All Saints. That's a good one. Anne Rice, when she writes about the gens de Keilor, and I'm sure I pronounced that incorrectly, down in Louisiana with the quadroon balls and all of that. That gives you a different history that a lot of people don't teach. They don't teach about them Black Haitians that had slaves and them rich Black Haitians down in New Orleans and how they had their own society down there in New Orleans. They don't talk about them. They don't teach all about them. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like The Help. I like the book more than the movie, except the author writing law in place of Lord. I never saw Marshall. Marshall's the one about the plane crash, right? About the kids that died on the plane crash. Is that what you're talking about, Marshall? The book, The Help, was better, in my opinion. Well, I thought both of them were good. Anyway, y'all, I don't know how we be getting off on these tangents. Let's get back to this. Child. Oh, Thurgood Marshall would check. Okay, so y'all might be getting ready to take my black card. I've never seen it. I have never seen it. Sure haven't. So don't take my black card. Now, since we're talking about movies, this is going to be a fun one. And Chuck, you better get this. Chuck, I am putting all the pressure on you. I am relying on you because the minute I saw this, I only thought of one thing and one thing only. The only reason why I'm even reading this is because when I read this headline, I only thought of one thing and one thing only. And Chuck, you better know the reference I'm getting ready to make right now. Kylie Jenner is being sued by her former housekeeper who claims that hangers were thrown at her and she was humiliated in front of co-workers due to her race, national origin, and religious beliefs. She even said that Kylie Jenner said everybody hates Catholics. Now, there's something I read in there that literally made me scream out loud when I read it. Your brother's working on the Baynard Russell script. Oh, there it is. There y'all got it. Y'all got it. Baby, all I could think of was no wire hangers. When she said that Kylie Jenner threw that, and it's not funny, but when she said Kylie Jenner threw them hangers at her, baby, that's all I could think about. All I could think about was no wire hangers, baby. I don't know what happened between this lady and Kylie Jenner, but the no wire hangers thing, that's all I could think of, y'all. That is all I could think of. And y'all got it. I'm so glad y'all got it. I'm so glad. I said, what the hell? Whoo! Why are you throwing hangers at that lady? It's not funny. But why are you throwing hangers at that lady, Kylie? Oh, child. Everybody got that reference. I wasn't sure. You know how sometimes something's funny to you and you think of something, but you're not sure if everybody else is going to think what you're thinking? Oh, child. But I see all of y'all know why hangers, child. Yes. Oh, Lord. Baby, Madonna said y'all done stole her clothes down to the Coachella. Now, question. Madonna performed at Coachella this weekend? It says, Madonna says her vintage clothing pieces were worn during Coachella performance have gone missing. Offered a reward for them safely. So is she saying when she performed at Coachella, the outfit she wore has been stolen? Or is she saying she wore a vintage outfit at Coachella and it was stolen? That part I'm not clear about. The young John Lewis at the Majestic. Okay, I've been to the Majestic before. Okay. She was a guest of somebody. Sabrina. Okay, so she performed with Sabrina Carpenter. Because I was getting ready to say Madonna was at Coachella and I didn't know nothing about it. But I don't really follow Coachella like that because I'm not a big, they don't really do it for me. But she said, can y'all bring her clothes back, please? And it had to be somebody that had access backstage. I mean, it had to be somebody that could get backstage. Who else would have been able to get to your clothes? It is nasty either way. But people can sell it. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because I don't have the energy for you, sir. But this comedian, what's his name? Uncle Stark, Uncle Joe, whatever this nigga name is. His wife posted about how he abused her when they were married, when they were together. She posted pictures. There's even a video footage of one of the assaults. And his response to her was, you basically are posting these to try to embarrass me, but yeah, I did it, but I'm not that man anymore. Now, the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because the misogyny in what this man had to say, like, I will let y'all hear what he said, because the misogyny of what this man said, it just lets me know you are still that person. You have no sense of remorse. You have no empathy. You have no, I was a different person back then. I was violent. I did assault her and I am so sorry. And she has every right to tell her story. It's her fucking story. If she wants to get on the rooftops and scream about how you abused her, she has a right to do it. It is her story. And for your attitude to basically be like, oh, well. And again, I don't know you, sir, and I'm not going to give you any extra play, but I did see that earlier today on the Neighborhood Talk. You said it was a great cast. I took a group of preteens. Yeah, I'm about to check it. I know what a Majestic is. I went to y'all seen the advertisement for that performance where you're the jury, like it's a court case and you're the jury, and you basically decide the outcome of the case. Me and my best friend went to that a few months ago, and that was at the Majestic. And I know that area because I used to hang out over that area all the time. They're not even together anymore. Now, I don't even know why this came up, but she has every right to bring it up, in my opinion. Let me tell y'all what I don't want to hear. It was actually good, Kenneth, and I would go back again because even though they do the same court case, I don't feel like it's the same actors every time. I don't feel like it's the same judge every time, and you choose, like, you decide. So the results won't be the same every time. So I would do it again. It was actually fun. It was actually really fun. And then me and and there are plenty of places to eat over there, so you can have a nice meal. Yeah, it was a good time. And the tickets weren't that expensive. I don't remember how much they were, but they weren't that expensive. They're like maybe $40, $50 or something like that. I don't know. This is what I don't want to hear from y'all, and maybe because I have no interest in going. But let me tell, hey, all of y'all people that's out here going to the Usher, Chris Brown concert, I do not want to hear y'all complaining about these ticket prices. Y'all knew what it was going to be when they announced this shit. Y'all knew what it was going to be when they announced this shit. So I've been seeing these TikTok videos of people showing how much the tickets are in their area. Baby, this is just an example. The pit, like down in the little pit area, those tickets are $900. This is the DMV. Those tickets start in the 900s. Section 137, row 21, $721. Section 137, row, oh, that's the same thing. Section 137, row 9, $809. Listen, y'all knew what it was going to be. Ken, is you going and you paid for a suite? You got your ticket yesterday, $386 for section 103. What city, Miss Pretty Amazing? Because y'all know DC is going to be more expensive. But I don't want to see all these TikTok videos of people complaining. Y'all, first of all, y'all going to pay, and it is what it is. Y'all out here getting on the pole and selling kidneys and shit. Kenneth, but I'm a Chase card holder. Kenneth, why you ain't tell me that when I was looking for them Cardi B tickets? We could have went together. Kenneth, we could have been in the suite for Cardi B. Hello? Hey. Child, they sure did. They gave Beyonce, I've been talking about them Cardi B tickets for 3 months. You know what, Kenneth? I've been talking about Cardi B tickets since November, when the tickets first went on sale. You didn't tell me, that you had a hookup. I'm just saying. We could have hung out. I would have flew to Texas. You'll be back in Maryland in 3 weeks. Let's do something. 3 weeks. Hit me up. I got the cruise in 3 weeks, but it'll probably overlap when you're here. So let me know. Act 3 is about to come out. I'm keeping my coins for that. Yeah. Y'all know Beyonce like to take y'all tax refund money. Yeah, I know she like to come through and take y'all money. Now, Pinky Cole and Phaedra been arguing down to the Instagram because Pinky Cole said something about Phaedra's wig. So then Phaedra's hairdresser came down, said something about Pinky Cole. And then Phaedra said something about Pinky Cole, tennis ball head. And then Pinky Cole said, you know what, you right. You right. I do be having a tennis ball head. But then Pinky Cole threw some shade about whether the cameras will pick up any of her insults because they don't care. insinuating that Phaedra really don't have no screen time and then you got no story. Oh, you only paid on your card, but the people go, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, I keep that in my back pocket, Kenneth. I keep that one in my back pocket because I already said the next time I decide to do a show, I'm going to travel because the tickets are cheaper at other places. Because you're right, Miss Pretty Amazing said that's Detroit. Yeah, them tickets in DC are a lot more expensive. Oh no, it wasn't. She was Pinky Code. The insinuation was not far off. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Now, yesterday, Virginia did a thing, right? Here in Virginia, they voted to do the redistricting of the map here, the gerrymandering, in response to what happened in Texas. Now, they voted yes on that yesterday, of course. Donald Trump, panties was in a bunch. He was all upset in his feelings. And then today, they said that a judge in Virginia struck down the vote. The judge said that every ballot is void. Of course, it's going to be appealed and it's going to go to a higher court. I don't know how you void out a whole election. They followed the proper procedure. I don't know how you void out a whole election. It is what it is, sure. But I still shout out to Virginia. Kudos to Virginia for all the people that went out and voted. Even if you didn't vote for it, the fact that you exercised your right to vote, I appreciate everybody that voted. Yeah, that literally just happened. It happened right before I went live. Yeah. Yours was $260 for Section 150 in New Orleans. Okay. SCOTUS voided the 2000 election. No, they didn't. They didn't void the election. They voided Florida. But I understand what you're saying. I understand the point you're making. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I said I'm going to travel from now on because certain cities do have good prices. It's places like DC and New York and Atlanta. The prices be fucking ridiculous. I already told y'all the next time I'm going to Minnesota, I'm staying at Cam's house. I'm gonna call Cam's. I'm gonna say, Cam's, I'm staying at your house. I'm going to the show. Actually, I'm not gonna stay at his house, but I'm gonna let him know I'm coming to Minnesota. You were trying to get tickets in Atlanta but couldn't get through. Well, you probably worked out better in Detroit. Florida's talking about redistricting in response to Virginia. Child, listen. They probably will. You know, Florida don't give no fucks. They probably will. They probably will. They added 7 new shows. Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're going to add these shows. All right. Let's get into these last 2 stories, honey. I don't think I'm going to make Royal Caribbean. It's 7:36 already. I don't think I'm going to make it tonight because we've got 2 more stories to talk about. Kimora Lee Simmons' husband, Tim Lessner, has filed for divorce while he is in prison. Now, this is the second time in 2 weeks that we done let these women done let these no good men get the jump on them in these divorces, and I don't understand why. Then Kimora, you ain't filed for divorce from this man. He been in jail. He been convicted. Well, no, he was. I mean, he pled guilty and got you living in that house that really don't belong to you. You squatting in that mansion over there in Beverly Hills, and you done let this man file for divorce against you. Kimora Lee Simmons' husband, Tim Lessner, has filed for divorce while in prison for his involvement in a Malaysian embezzlement scheme, requesting joint custody of their son, Wolf, and spousal support. So on top of that, this man asking for money from you. Hello? Hey, girl. How you let this man get the jump on you? First, Tina let Teddy get the jump on her. Now, here you are. You don't let this man get the jump on you. Details about Kimora Lee Simmons' breakup with estranged husband Tim Lessner are coming to light. Lessner has filed for divorce from Kimora Simmons while serving time in prison for... I just said that, okay. So the former Goldman Sachs banker who married Simmons in 2014 listed to be determined as the couple's date of separation. He signed the papers on February 4th, just 2 days before surrendering at a federal correctional facility in Pennsylvania. I don't mean no harm, but y'all been separated since he been in jail. I mean, unless y'all been having conjugal visits, y'all ain't been together since he been in jail. Citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for the breakup after 12 years of marriage, Lessner requested joint legal and physical... So how you going to have physical custody of that baby in jail? You in jail. Legal and physical custody of his and Lee Simmons' 11-year-old son, Wolf. He also stated that he was seeking spousal support as well as for his ex to cover his attorney's fees. Meanwhile, he asked the court to terminate her ability to receive alimony from him. As for how the pair are separating their assets, Lessner requested to keep all earnings, accumulations, and property that he obtained before their marriage. He also petitioned to retain all property by gift, bequest, or descent, and its associated profits, as well as miscellaneous jewelry and other personal effects. There are additional separate property assets and obligations, his filing noted, the exact nature and extent of which are not presently known. I am confusion. Sir, how do you own anything? You are literally in jail right now for embezzlement of millions of dollars from people. Your restitution alone should be all of that. You shouldn't have shit. You shouldn't own no property. You shouldn't have no jewelry. You shouldn't have no assets. And then you talking about, I want to keep everything I had pre-marriage. You shouldn't own anything. Sir, you stole like $20 million. How do you own anything? I'm so confusion right now. And you want joint physical custody? How you got physical custody, sir? You are still in jail. Now, I could see if he was getting ready to get out. I don't know when he's supposed to be getting out. I could see if he just got released. You are still in jail, sir. I am confusion right now. So I need an attorney to break this down for me. How the fuck does he still have anything worth asking for? You are in jail for embezzlement of millions. That's why Russell is suing them now, because Russell said that stock that the government took is his stock. Remember? That's what Russell said in his lawsuit. Russell said, listen, the government took the stock from you as to go towards your restitution, that Celsius water stock that's worth like $100 million. The government took it from you, and that's mine. It belongs to me. How do you get to take what? I'm confused. Kimora Lee is living in that mansion and she ain't paid no rent on. They said that woman ain't paid rent in like 5 years on that damn mansion. She just been living there. I feel like he was just in the prison library and he just said fuck it one day. I feel like he was in the prison library. He looked up how to file for divorce, and I feel like that's what he did. This can't be real. It's the legality. He just trying to cover his ass. Okay. Hey, Shar, how you doing, boo? He used the template and forgot to customize. Right. He went down. He was at the listen. They probably got them things floating around in the library, the prison library. They probably got them templates in the prison library for all of that shit. So you can file for divorce. You can request different things. They probably got all their templates, and he just took one. Because I don't know how the fuck you gonna have physical custody in jail. I mean, I'm sure there's a legal thing in there that I just don't know because I'm not an attorney. But even with that legal, baby, I'd be like, what? I mean, I can see me as a judge right now reading that going, I'm sorry, what? You want me to give you physical custody? You want me to give you joint physical custody? So you want him on the weekends? You want him every other week? First of all, he's 11. He's not a child. I mean, he's a child, but y'all know what I'm saying. He's old enough to say where he wants to go. But and right, why you ain't filed for divorce? What you waiting for? Now that might be more of a legal thing too. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I had to let y'all know. He can get child support for his books. Put something on the books. Child. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see something. Nope. Don't want to do that. Okay. Never mind. All right. So Diddy, his $100 million defamation lawsuit was thrown out today. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about his defamation lawsuit being thrown out, honey. Diddy's $100 million lawsuit against NBC Universal over Bad Boy documentary was dismissed by a judge. New York Supreme Court Judge Phaedra Perry Bond ruled that the case brought by the hip-hop icon should be dismissed because it lacked merit. That's what she said. She said there's no merit. There was no merit here, sir. Sean Diddy Combs saw his $100 million defamation lawsuit against NBC and Peacock over the 2025 documentary Diddy, Making of a Bad Boy, dismissed by a New York judge after the network argued that the now imprisoned rap mogul had admitted in court that he was the one responsible for ruining his career and that the damage was done well before the documentary was released. I agree. New York Supreme Court Judge Phaedra Perry Bond ruled the case be brought by the hip-hop icon who was indicted in September 2024 on racketeering and trafficking charges is now confined. Okay, we know that, child. Combs' 50-month federal prison sentence came 3 months after his... Okay, child, we know that. Hold on, because we don't need to read all that, child. Lawyers for the network are celebrating the decision as a victory for freedom of speech. Quote, this is an important ruling that protects filmmakers and journalists by dismissing this meritless complaint as barred by New York law and the First Amendment. Theodore Betrois Jr., an attorney who represented NBC, told the Hollywood Reporter on Wednesday. In the complaint, Combs said that the documentary portrays him as guilty of serial murder, sexual assault, and trafficking of minors and extortion, knowing that there is not a shred of evidence to support them. The legal complaint also cited the Hollywood Reporter's interview with the documentary producer Ari Mark as evidence of the rush to get it on the platform. Mark told the Hollywood Reporter that it's really competitive, and I think that is why it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to be fast. It was also necessary to be distinct. There's no time, and this was an extremely fast turnaround. Yet it was the memorable words Combs uttered when he finally stood to speak at his dramatic October sentencing that became central to NBC's motion to dismiss his defamation case, which hinged on damage to his reputation that he claimed was caused by the documentary's content months after the split verdict was read. Combs stood up in the federal courtroom in Lower Manhattan to speak for himself in front of the judge, his entire family, the press corps, and everybody in the gallery. Because of my decisions, this is a quote from Diddy. Because of my decisions, I lost my freedom, Combs said, who by that point had also become the subject of more than 25 lawsuits related to accusations of misconduct. He told the judge, I lost my career. I totally destroyed my reputation. NBC argued that such an admission negates the rapper's claims that the documentary caused him irreparable reputational damage. This cannot be the case, network attorneys argued, given his own courtroom admission. In November, Combs' publicist said in a statement, quote, takes a single remark out of its legal context and that it has no relevance to whether the documentary met the basic standards of accuracy and responsibility. Well, the judge felt different. Judge Bond agreed that the network's assessment and granted dismissal of the defamation case, saying that Combs' suit failed to establish substantial basis regarding reputational harm. The judge also noted in her ruling that the carefully curated and nuanced documentary discloses interviews, biases, and includes counterstatements to the allegedly defamatory statements. The defamation lawsuit highlighted two elements of making of a bad boy that Combs stated were deeply distressing, offensive, reckless, and malicious. The inclusion of allusions to conspiracy theories that he was involved in the death of his ex-partner, Kim Porter, with whom he had 3 children, and the murder of Notorious B.I.G., whose death became a flashpoint that cultivated him to fame. And then it just goes on to talk about the rumors with Kim Porter and Biggie. I don't care. Yeah, I'm not child. Now Combs said he gonna appeal. Child, I guess he gonna appeal. He ain't got nothing but time. I mean, I guess he ain't got nothing but time. I guess he gonna appeal, child. He ain't got nothing but time. I don't know. Anyway, that's the Diddy of it all, honey. Diddy was denied. Lawsuit was thrown out, honey. The lawsuit was thrown out. All right, it's 268 of y'all in the chat. If you have not done so already, if you could please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share. If you're watching this in a replay, hype us up, please and thank you. Please and thank you. All right. We still going out of here in February. If you are still interested in going on a cruise in February, that is the information. You can take a screenshot of that flyer. It has the phone number, the group number, all the information that you need. I do not have the current pricing right now, but it has all the information that you need. Don't forget about our July event, July the 18th. Get these tickets, y'all, please and thank you. If you're going to be in the DC area, please come on through. Get you a ticket. If you want to travel like Tracy is, we have a hotel that's right there by the venue and walking distance of the venue. If you desire to sponsor somebody, you want to support the event, but you can't come yourself, but you want to buy a ticket, by all means, just let me know. Hey, I purchased a ticket and I want to support somebody, and then I can set up something that people can let me know if they live in the area and they want to go, but they just don't, have the money right now to support that. So all of those things are available, and I appreciate anybody that's interested in coming to that event. And then, of course, baby, we're going to Alaska. We are going to Alaska in August of 2027. We are going to Alaska, so come on through. Again, if you need information on that, hit me up. Either email me or send me a message on Instagram where I can send you the link and we can talk offline if you have questions or you need some more information. But baby, all those things all those things are going on. And also, hold on, child. Let me get this off the screen, child. Also, I will have some more announcements coming in the month of May. I'm waiting on something to happen. I need something to happen. And that let me put this. I need to get some information. And that information will probably be early. I'll probably get that information early May. So once I get that information in May, I will have some announcements to make. So there'll be some announcements in May. Okay. On some other things that we have coming up. The hotel, Cajun, let me look it up and send it to you. I'm really trying to call Royal Caribbean. So let me look it up and send it to you. Tracy, if you have it, send it to Cajun. If not, I'll look it up and send it to you when I get off of here. All right. All right, y'all. Let me get off because again, I got 8 minutes. They still listen. Royal Caribbean will put you on hold till 8 o'clock and then hang up the call. But let me see if I can get them on the phone. I just have a couple of quick questions I need to ask them. So let me see if I can get them on the phone. With that being said, I'll talk to y'all later. If y'all wanna, you'll be in DC to see me that weekend. Oh, thank you, Cajun. Thank you so much. With that being said, y'all, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. That's one of the questions I want to ask them, Tracy. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.